Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can hear, we are back underway, and Rich is going to be joining me. We're moving over to Group 5, which is the group that contains Totality, who actually finished second in the first matchup from what I could tell, and T-Rec came out on top, Rich, with an ungodly amount of kills. Bear in mind, that's two rounds, but 27 kills in 2 rounds. That's a lot.
Pretty decent. So we should be keeping a definite eye on them. But you know what? We're straight into the game. Here we go then. Plane comes in from the north, just to the left of Severny. And we're moving on over and moving on down to Novo. So the split comes in. Initial team will push over to Georgia Paul. One team will drop down to Severny. Quite a lot of open ground between them 2 teams there. As you can see, no one else wants to move into Ros. Nobody going Roshawk. Nobody going school. Potentially one of them might actually go to apartments. In fact, no, they're bailing on that as well. A lot of teams pushing over to Yasnaya. Depends on the long flyers. Might try and grab himself Mansion or Lepovka. And then we do actually see 1 or potentially 2. Yep, that's going to be 2 teams that are moving down to military base. So
There's a lot of Yasnaya.
Good split. Very good split. And quite a few players hanging around Pachinki. Will any of them actually drop down, or will it just be 1 team? The rest of them are going to look like they're going to be looking for vehicles. Got a good even spread. As you mentioned, Yasnaya, yeah, that's looking really busy.
Yeah, I think 1 squad's turned away. Yeah, 1 squad's turned away, but it's going to be still 2 squads in Yasnaya, 1 in the north, 1 in the south. And that's still an extra person in there. Is it Strategy? Strategy, is that his squad that's nearby? No, Strategy is the guy that's separated. Okay, so he's near the apartments. Rob36 and Onakanos is nearby, and I think he's decided, yeah, probably should head back to my own team as he takes a shot as he passes on by.
Yep, we'll just kind of let this one unfold, see how all the action goes down. Couple of bits and bats, couple of variations of spread and stuff like that. I'm just trying to see.
So it was actually Totality that pulled away, by the way, from Yasnaya. They're the guys that were in the fields. Totality pulled away with Smith, the cannon, Purdy Kitty, and where is Nope? Nope is all the way to the north, coming round in a vehicle. Is he going to go past Yasnaya, or is he just going straight up to Stauber? Is he going solo Stauber? I don't know what's going on with him.
I think potentially, yeah. Just had a little bit of an issue on my end where I got a screen freeze, so apologies about that. We're back in it now. So let's take a look at where teams.
Circle is over Gatka way. Bang, Gatka, Georgia Pod. Yeah, Georgia Pod guys are absolutely golden right now. Pachinki guys are pretty happy as well. There is a squad passing by Pachinki. Where is Trek and Co? Reporter is one of the guys. He got 14 kills so far, this guy, in the tournament. So keep our eye on him. He's found an SKS already, so he's already in a good situation.
Yeah, I'm just seeing where other people are, because it looks like the Povka could be our first engagements, maybe. 1, 2, 3. There are actually 2 teams over there. 2 of them taking the apartments. 1 of them's over by the hospital and the library or police station, whatever you want to call it. And then on the opposing side, we've got teams. We have an M4, we have a SCAR, we have an AKM, shotgun, so a couple of rifles in use. Same goes for the opposing team. UMP, shotgun, we got an M4, we got an AKM, starting to get a little bit of gear here and there. As you mentioned, though, bang over Gatka. This is where the push and the crunch will come through. The interesting question is, will any team decide to get a vehicle and go and camp that lower left bridge? Because it's still going to be in the circle, so they could potentially just grab a few people on the way by, take the loot if they really want to. Because the people that are going to be coming out of military base, they're going to have a whole world of gear. And if you can kill them and take that from them, it's a nice little package for you in your roster.
Reporters, keep our eye on him, see whether he's going to go. There is a squad passing by to the south of him at the moment. He's still looking for loot. He hasn't actually got any vest or helmet. So while he's got weapons, he's fairly naked at the moment. Let's have a look down. So actually, that's by the way, that's the #1 squad at the moment. Trek, that are bang central already of the circle, which is like prime position for them, despite the fact they're pretty low on loot.
CGB might have a bit of an issue here. 4 players have just walked into his compound. He's cracking shots off at him. He's going to land 1 bullet. Potato 4 pixel. He'll duck down just behind the ridge, but he's getting really aggressive. He's going deep here. I don't think he realizes that 3 players are inside that compound. He's been very aware One will run around the corner. He's got a shotgun, gets up close and personal. That's not going to do much use when you're wearing 0 armor, my friend. But Steezy's just... That's hyper-aggressive. It is ballsy, but it's also hyper-aggressive. There's no real reason to kind of just... you've essentially just give them a free kill.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you're in a squad game, not a solo game. So, yeah, sure, you might take one down and you might get that godly play, but if they're spread like that, I mean, that was just a pistol kill.
I mean, we saw a 4v1 in the previous round. There's no reason that can't happen again, but it does happen quite rarely. And when you got an AKM fully geared and you've got level 2s and level 3s, yes, you can accept these 1 versus 4s. But Pachinki's actually cracking off. I'm seeing bullets flying down. Looks like one person has just fallen. That's going to be Rich. 2 players now sitting inside the granny flats. Looks like a smoke grenade will fall as well, just to try and give themselves a little bit of cover. Did he opt to throw it? No, he didn't. We have, on the opposing side, though, AKM and a Vector. They're thinking, all right, we need to run. We are actually missing a helmet. One of them is missing a vest. So they're going to take 100% damage to the chest, one of them, and the other one's going to take 250% damage to the head if a bullet does find him. I like the fact they're running away. There's no point in dying, as we just saw earlier on. Get away, get looted, come back, and if you want to crack a fight off again, fair play, do that, but there's no point in doing it now, especially when it's a 2 versus 4 scenario. So Pachinki, that's going to end. Bigger picture then, let's look where people are. Millie Base, there's still that team there getting looted up. We've got 2 guys down in Nova. Where are the guys?
His teammates the far end of Pachinki, the other end of Pachinki. So they're actually sticking around. I guess they need to regroup at some point. But Gilshon, I have a feeling the battle we just saw was Gilshon, was their teammate, that guy that tried to 1v4 them. I think that's what it was.
I think we'll see a much slower game. In fact, as soon as I'm saying that, there's bullets coming down.
Oh, it's Reporter.
Puff, a Magic Dragon, has just pulled up in a UAZ. He's now pretty much leaning across it to give himself some cover. You can see the bullets. He's managed to land one, and now he's running away. His teammate's helping him out, though. He's going to try and crouch down, but he doesn't realize that he can be seen. The player he initially saw is going to try and reposition, but he drives into the barrier, not realizing he can't knock those metal ones over, and he's going to be knocked.
Nah, his teammates are a long way off. So that is Reporter of Trek. He has 14 kills so far in the last 2 rounds. He ain't getting any this time. He is going down. So that's Trek, who are the #1 team so far in this group. Totality at number 2 currently, and Nomad in number 3. So obviously this being the final round, I believe, is the final round for these guys. Yeah, 700 points for Trek and 535 for Totality. So that's 2 first places, isn't it, for Trek? That must be.
Take a look.
Oh, then again, 27 kills. That's a lot of kills for points.
What's been picked up over here then? We do actually have... we have a crate. And it looks like it's going to be a K98, so not the best of weapons, but I'm seeing vests on the floor and helmets, so that will suggest that a level 3 is being picked up on both counts. Yes, it has, so now he is absolutely geared out of his mind. Both of these guys going to be running side by side with level 3s, all tanked up, ready to take a fight. We've got 2 M4s and full auto spray. So I like the cat, I like the position. They're going to go center circle. They're just got to be careful, because if everyone crunches into Gatka, we've got 2 teams here. There's 2 kind of main areas you want to be focusing on Gatka. One of them is in the center, near the V trenches, which looks like we might actually see Dragon, Leonardo, and Carter make the way to. Because if that's what I was looking for, that's where I'd be going, because this is where people come off the road, and this is where people land.
And it's more of a vehicle trying to get past. While that's actually they're taking shots, I was watching Totality see where they were going. So Smithy, Purdy going in, the cannon coming in, and nope, still miles north at the moment. It's actually past Saverni's, because he went up to Starboard around there, so he's got a long way to go join his team, but I guess they'll make their way in. Are they going to go into Gatka? Because in Gatka awaits a team already, and they are going to move off. Okay, so they're not going to stick around.
2 players heavily damaged. Zeet's down at the bottom there, level 3, level 2. And it kind of, what I mentioned before about rotating out of military base, we actually had 1 player just stand his ground on the bridge, on the little houses on top of it, and fully automatically spray them Didn't get any knocks, but certainly did a lot of damage to those players, so they're now going to pull over just outside farm to the left-hand side. They're going to get healed back up, which is fair play to them because they got to go sometime soon. Now we'll see the team over at the Povka, they're out in the blue. So they got to go. The circle's moving, it's going to force them in. We've also got No Pop in no man's land, absolutely middle of nowhere. The team that's come from Novo, they're going to start to worm their way out of military base. We do see someone fall in the middle of the field, which would suggest he's just been knocked out of that vehicle.
Yeah, Totality just taking shots. They're the ones that got the kill feed going there. So they've set themselves up a position. Just waiting for the rest of their team to arrive. So 3 of them in there at the moment. Nope. Where is he? Where's his position? He's still continuing. He's actually outside the blue, so he's running the gas running at the moment. Effectively, is what you used to call it in a previous game. What's he got? Not a lot. In all honesty, all he's got is a suppressed Thompson.
Ugh.
Yeah, not a single AR. Didn't he go to Star? I'm sure he did. Not a single AR.
Can't remember off the top of my head where exactly that one person's been looting on their own, but just to kind of touch on the Gatka area more than anything, and again, this next circle, when it moves, will kind of predict a little bit more and tell the story of how this game's going to unfold, whether it goes north, whether it goes back onto the hillside of George Paul, where we've already had it, or whether it goes down more south towards the quarter. We've had both of those finishes tonight. Potentially, it may even go smack bang on Gatka, and I have had a few Gatka finishes, and it's all open fields and all open farms around there. There's nowhere really to hide. You've got a couple of compounds, and then you've got like a woody area just to the back of it. But it's a very open area, so I'm very intrigued to see where this next circle will go and where these fights are going to be enforced. Everyone now worming their way down to this circle. There's only going to be one more player playing outside, and that's going to be a little friend, Nop, with his Silence Thompson. Yeah, it's not the best. And what gear is he actually packing? Level 1 vest, level 2 helmet. I don't really know what he's trying to achieve out here. I mean, he's the only one left on his team, right?
No, the rest of his team are all in there. He's just on his own. He's just solo at the moment. He's been solo the entire time. I don't understand why, but this man from Totality is deciding to do his solo thing. We've seen this a number of times with the top players. They're happy to just do their solo thing. He's got a shotgun now, so he's finally got himself a second weapon. So it's not like he hasn't been looking for them, I think. He's just not been very lucky with the loot.
Excuse me, we're looking at the wrong feed there. Obviously, as you mentioned there, the rest of his teammates are inside the circle. Now he's going to approach his way down. It's not even as if he can, depending on what loot he's actually got, he's staying outside completely now in such an early kind of age in the game, and healing away. That strat's been taken away simply because of the further you are away from the circle now, the more damage you will tank while you're outside it. You can do it, but you've got to have like a level 3 backpack. You've got to have your friends just feeding your stims and feeding your first aids, and you've got to get closer. Now he's inside the circle. Of course, he's got this bike, and we do know these bikes just absolutely speed it away. Will he meet his teammates, though, or will we opt to, once again, just kind of play the solo ranger? Well, time will tell as the circle does shift, and it moves upwards. It moves towards the hospital, to Gatka Hill, and towards Georgia Paul. Sorry, Paul Hill.
And a crate coming down next to hospital, yeah.
Package, yeah.
So not back in the circle now. So he's actually going to end up in Georgie. Looks like, unless he diverts, which I doubt it, I would expect him to go to Georgia. I wonder if we're going to have a finish on this hill again. That would be nice. We just had that a couple of games ago. Squads moving in, so Jinky guys. Oh wow, there's a battle right over on the far right at the moment. Plump Gota, or Plumpy Gota. Let's have a look.
Butter will fall. Another one's going to fall as well. We saw earlier on. That's going to be a headshot with the Kar-98. Unfortunately, finds its target. Rotate's going to come out of Kerr. He's just trying to get an angle on these guys. He knows exactly where they are. His teammates, he's literally in the middle of him. There's 3 people just sat here chilling. So it's whether or not he can help his teammates out. They, of course, have the height advantage, but he's cracking bullets. I mean...
Is Kerdog on the flank? That's his teammate, isn't it? Yeah, that's their teammate. So Kerdog's coming around the back of them. So Potato 4K Pixels might get shot in the back here by... No, Suma comes out. He's getting lit up. He finally downed him, but he got knocked. He took so long to get the kills on Suma that his teammates just turn around and he is going to get down. That was a A flank that could have been so good, but just ended up being so bad.
I don't know what kind of went wrong there, whether he whiffed I didn't have his POV, whether he whiffed too many bullets and took too long to kill, or whether he should have just not even bothered going for the shots, moved towards the wall area closer, just held off, got in there, got up in the face, go for the proper flank, and then lay fire on them, then let this full auto spray go down. Instead, unfortunately, that's going to cost him his life, but just over the hill, it looks like we could have another little fight going down. They're actually going to carry on, keep cracking at Butter again.
He's gone though, they're off. Yeah.
And it's so hard to drive these cars uphill, especially with the Dacia. You've got to go left and right. Finally, he does. But look at his health. One more bullet, and this man is rip.
Yeah, I think they just decided to get the hell out of there. The blue's coming in. He needs to. Yeah, but that's probably like a bit of panic mode there. Or they're taking shots in the back. He's just going to be a little evasive. Now, with those vehicles all gone, the other team that were left, as we've seen so often, sat like that, are now fighting the blue, and they've got a hell of a run to go. They've got to get through all the Pachinki, through all those hills. Is he going to swing by and pick his teammates up? Yes, he is. So
one team's over at the compound, just left of the hospital. We will see another player fall. That's going to be with an AKM.
Yeah,
just down the kill feed there. Yeah, that's the team that's the two that have been sat together for quite some time now. Finally, they decided to make a move and take an engagement. Unfortunately, it hasn't paid off because they're all just falling. A couple more players there. They're going to try and pick each other up, but it's a little bit lackluster. If you look at Magic Dragon now, he has no helmet on. Leonardo just pokes out of that corner. He'll see two of them.
Tie me up naked, his teammate.
Oh, he's going for it.
Helping
Leonardo's going on the flank. He's actually poked out. He sees one. Scave somehow manages to stay alive. Absolutely no HP. He's trying to get these. Has he got a first aid there? No, he's bandaging, which is worrying how much. In fact, no, excuse me. It was a full kit. So 100% health now. Looking around the corner. As soon as he does that, spray down comes in. They do have the two teammates on the opposing side, so they could attempt to pincer these two players.
Yeah, where's he going in that vehicle?
Also taking damage.
Scalver's on the flank, so he's now moved all the way around. So they're trying to flank his position. Blaze is going to grenade in. Tie Me Up Naked's decided to go for the right side hill, and he's continuing from range. Butter just got knocked elsewhere. That was the man that was on no hit points. Tie Me Up Naked is still sitting from range. He's going to M4, so he's preferring the range cover.
He's going to see him. Leonardo's no idea. He's got his back turned to him. He's just standing his ground, and all of a sudden he misses every single bullet. How can you do that? You can't take that fight and miss every single bullet on a guy that's practically stood still. He gives away his position. He just gets absolutely melted. That is rip, my friend. Like, you can't miss that amount of bullets on a guy that's got his back to you. He should have died. I don't even think he hit Leonardo once, and he had so much time.
Full panic mode sets in. It's one of those things. It's like, do I take the shot? Should I wait for a better chance? That better chance. Blaze now realizing should back away from this, try and rejoin his teammate who is off the distance. So they're going to have to move. So the circle continues, and it's a big Georgia Pole circle, isn't it? And there's a lot of squads coming in right now on the vehicles. Pistola time, taking the shots as Totality go blazing past in the cars.
Yep. Burst on the M16, tap, tap, tap. Control it in the spray. Red dot, no ACOG unfortunately, but still a red dot's a pretty decent attachment.
Ooh.
Rejects will fall, Butter will pick up the kill as well.
Are they going to think this?
His team.
They're going to think this because they haven't shot from this building. Are they going to think the complex is empty? Oh my God, they're about to park right outside it. Smithy's there.
They're inside.
Yeah, they haven't took a single shot yet. So, okay,
they're not moving.
Purdy Curtis going in. They're laying prone, aren't they? They're all prone.
Yeah, he's aware though. That's why he's whipped out the shotty. Does he have a stock on that bad boy? Because if he does, the 68 with the stock is a monstrous weapon. And now he's going to sit there as well. We've got to kind of watch how this one unfolds. Level 2 helmet, level 2 vest. How does he approach the stairs? He must know. He's been super cautious here. Two players laid down. Both of them have eyes on the stairwell. So if they come around the corner, they're going to get nailed. They've
given nothing away though. So at the moment, yeah, he's switched out. They just maybe think they've got themselves a free apartment. Okay, the cannon's going up. The cannon's going to see them and suddenly realizes, what in the world? There is a whole squad up here. Grenades coming down.
He's ready with a grenade. Look at them. The guy in the toilet's ready. He's been
It's a
cooking that
molly.
bad boy all that time.
And he goes down. The cannon's down. So one of totality, completely unaware. The full camp set there. Oh my god, the grenade smashing the audio left and right. Purdy Curty. They've all just completely backed away now. They're like, okay, we just literally poked a hive here.
I love the fact that Zeitz was just stood there with a grenade in hand, so he knew that as soon as one... They've done this a few times. As soon as one player falls, they can just throw a grenade down the stairs, and they know they're going to pick up that kill because you can't crawl away fast enough. Smoke goes down onto the Molotov. It's all a little bit messy. I mean, there's no point in even pushing this one. You've got a shotgun and a dream, my friend. There's 4 players up there. Don't even bother. Don't even waste your life. There's just no need.
Yeah, Smith's is sat. I mean, he's fully smoked, so he can't take shots. I think they're just going to sit and wait it out, let them try and come down. Yeah, they're just going to switch.
See, actually, they can.
Steve's going to peek. Purdy Curty. Take him very low.
Trying to go for some kind of wallbang effect and just shooting through the smoke and in a hope they might just catch a player. There goes the UAS. So rip any means of escape. You're going to have to fight your way out of this one. Still tapping away in a hope that he might just catch someone through the mist. Is everyone inside the circle though? No, we got one person running down George Hill. We've got one player knocked just down outside. That's going to be Potatoes 4K. Can he get his teammate up though? They've got time.
Pre-firing now, Smithy is. Just pre-firing each little poke around. Hoping he gets lucky. Backing away, pulling out the Kar 98. Thought about it and then switches back over.
Okay, so look at how split this one player. That's over by...
Where's No?
George Apollo Hill. Now he's actually going to be pretty much have a really good circle here because he can come down from George Apollo Hill. And in fact, he's actually 2 players on his team on the opposing side. Meanwhile, we've still got this compound battle going down. Bullets going back and forth on the opposing side. Once again, another compound battle goes down. Someone's actually got up aggressive in the face over on that little one there. I'm trying to get on board with these players.
Oh, they're actually taking shots at that compound. Exogen's taking shots at the compound they're at. Okay, so a little compound battle here in Gatka. Now, they actually have probably the best position compound, Exogen and Co, because they've got that little open area. They've got the Kar 98 set up. Yeah, they're taking shots over there, but they're getting shot at from the hill, I believe.
Yeah, this Gilshan guy who's just completely separated from his team. He's on his own, just creeping. And let's take a look at his POV. How far does he have to go to get into the circle? I mean, he can do it. The only problem is he's going to have to get down low because on his side... In fact, no, I tell a lie. There are rocks, so he can come down here and he can sit in the rocks just on the extremities of this circle. He can stay alive. He can play for time if he really wants to. But if he does go to those rocks, he's got 2 players right in front of him. Lost but 1. Just chilling over here. Does he have any teammates alive? I think he could be the last one on his team. He has a silencer, a scar, and a red dot.
The Magic Dragon getting shots from Smithy. Trying to get them as they cross the hay bales. And the Kar 98 switching over to the AKM. Still not able to land the taps. And now they're all going to have to start moving, aren't they? There's a multitude of shots to these guys. Leonardo, Puff, Magic Dragon, they're all trying to push over. But they're all getting lit up from every direction. They try and come in there. Now the shots in the fields. Leonardo getting tagged up. Doesn't realise where from. We do that, Winnie. That is the man from Trek. Just needs one more tap on Leonardo. He's going to get taken down. That is Trek taking him out there. Shifts a lot also here along with Drax. So these are the guys that have Vimo as frags so far. They haven't got anything at all so far in this game.
They're arriving though, Lee.
Just charge straight at
arriving on a bike. It all depends how this one goes because they'll know that all this is kicking off. Again, over on this radio tower, you've got all these hills, you've got all these rocks, all these places that you can play the game.
They see the squad on the side of them, yeah. Snatchatron. Oh, he landed the headshot, but didn't follow through. A single tap, yeah, that nearly downed him.
That really hurt, in fact. You could see his health just went boom, hit the floor. I actually think, in fact, Lee, someone else has tagged him. So he's now down, trying to crawl out of this one.
Nop's moved. Nop's moved, he's on his own. He's gone into the hay bale, so he is completely flanked out of there. Where is the rest of his team? They're still moving out. Smithy's taking a lot of shots. He's going to get himself a couple of kills. Not knocks down Vyro as well. Smithy gets himself a second. Make that a third, actually, I think, for him now. Downed a couple of them. So they've gone for the split route at the moment. Purdy's going to come around on the flank. So his teammate, he's bandaging up. He just completely had full vision of his Vix. That will give the information over to Smithy as Purdy pushes up. He's going to get himself some free shots. And that should be the squad wipe. We just went in for, I think it's Vix that all he needs to do is down him. And Vix is just over the ridge.
I mean, the thing is, though, Lee, he can play this. If they don't know where he is, what gun does he have?
They saw him run there. They saw him run there.
Does he have a full auto spray? He's actually got the M16.
Well, they're not looking, you know.
No, they haven't. He's got the extended. He's got a comp. He can look down this. He's got the HoloLens as well. If he's got that on spray and he's a decent sprayer, he can pick up two here. No, unfortunately not. AKM comes through, finds its target, bang, he hits the floor. Smithy, cracking shot there, unfortunately. It was a good attempt, but you're going up against two AKMs, you're going to be in a world of pain, unfortunately. There's another big battle going down as I'm looking at one player versus three inside the building. That's a little bit unfortunate there. Young Morden, he did have a level 3, but...
Purdy just took a big shot trying to get that loot there. He's going to have to hop back over the ridge. So that means they're completely aware of their situation. Now look at the circle. Okay, they're really going to have to move. And still, Exogen and co. in the perfect situation. They've been in this building for a long, long time. They've been taking shots back and forth. You can see strategy taking shots as well. Now, while this is all happening, Nop Nop had completely flanked around into that field. I'm not sure they're aware that he's there right now. I'm going to keep my eye on him. He's just sitting in the field. He's got the suppressed M16. So all that, obviously, running, looking for loot, finally nets himself one. Shifts a lot, though, from Trek. He gets himself one as well.
Now, the one thing that you need to be aware of here, where those two crates have fallen, all around this area, there is ditches. There's just like this little ditch that runs all the way just perpendicular to the road. This is going to be a prime area for a team to take. Keep the blue to the back and just give themselves that little bit of a bunker just to kind of...
Oh my god, they're all pushing in.
Here we go. Yeah, this is all going to kick off. Will Your Way is going to come right from the back. He's got an M16. Two players aren't looking his way. Now he's going to crack them off, unfortunately. The blue's going to do so much damage. He will fall, but he's going to try and take at least one body with him. He'll tag up one. He'll keep outside. The players from over at the field will see him also. Who's going to win this one-on-one? He's going to go down, unfortunately.
Oh, the blue's going to take Purdy Cuddy down. Knock's in the blue as well. I don't think he's going to be able to get through it. No, he's been knocked, and now Smiths is trying to use that first aid. Shifts a lot. Also down in the blue. Is he going to be able to heal himself up? He's trying to get through. He will go down. So suddenly, we lose about 10 players in a matter of seconds as soon as that blue moved in.
Ooh.
And it's left Smacetron. Sneaky.
Drax has a player behind him. He's laying on the floor.
It's Smith, yeah, he just crept in.
They're going to know where it is. Smithy will know exactly where it is. Let's take a look at his POV. You can hear the footsteps. Interesting to know how many meds he's got. Obviously, if you start using those meds, you're going to give away your position. You can hear the bandage. It's whether or not... Oh, bullet comes in.
Okay.
See you later, my friend. That's a headache.
That was exigent. They're finally having to move out of their building. Now, Smacetron actually looking back that way. He is a solo player. Drax the solo player. Time Up Naked solo player. Pistola there as well. As my dog wants to get involved. Come on in.
1, 2, 3. Exogen, Shrimzy. They're all moving together. A couple of body bags on the way, so they're just going to check the loot. But again, as I mentioned previously, where that road is, on the roadside, if they can take this, where the care packages are, if they can take this bottom side, the south side of the road, it's going to be a lovely position for them. But they need to pick off these solo players to do so. There's two of them. We have Smearstron.
Sasquatch is getting some great shots down. Didn't unfortunately get the knockdown. Oh, and then you come up behind him. And that's the danger when you're taking the shots. Pistola time in his back, and he's going to get down. Here, where's Rob? Rob's his teammate. It's the only man left. No, he's a long way out. He's got vision on another team to his right as well, so he's not able to join his team and help them out. They're both down off to his left. And now the blue is just outside it. He's got to sneak inside up to that tree. He's taking shots as he tries to creep his way in. And it's looking still like Exogen and co in a really good position. So that is that squad wiped out. Rob, how is he alive? He's just got in tactics right in front of him.
He has a dream and he has a belief, but he also has a death alert. And at the moment, it's saving his life. It's whether or not Tactic steps out. He's going to melt him. Rob, you absolute animal, but the grenade comes through. Exogen finds his target, and now they can move. Will they pick up their player? They've got 53 seconds. And look at Drax. Drax's position right now, he's just moving in. He's just creeping. I mean, I didn't like the fact that he went a bit too far out there. Could have given away his position. Stay on that ridge, my friend. Stay there. They have no idea where you are. Smastron also in the back, just by the tree. He could cause all these teams all sorts of problems. All these solo individual players that just turn up late game and don't show the position, they could creep into the top 2, top 3.
Smastron's just been sat back there, by the way, the whole time as well.
Yep.
He's not giving himself away. Now, Drax is actually in the circle on the perfect ridge. This is just perfect for him because they have to all kind of be in the open now for this next set. There we go. So that's the team flanking around the top right. That's the 4-man squad that's left standing. Oof. So Drax and Smastron left versus a 4-man squad. You've got to give it to the 4-man squad at this situation, but crazy things have happened. But they have to move up. So I would assume they're going to flank around to the right, straight into Drake's right now. Smastron taking the shots.
As a team, to be honest, but it's actually Shrimsy who falls. Smastron now moves. Here comes the bullets. More than likely going to die. And all of a sudden, we're into 3 versus 1. This just became nigh on impossible. He pokes his head up. I very much think he's been seen. Surely they must know where he is. Surely. Imagine if he did this. No, they know. You can hear the grenades. They have an idea.
Yeah, they can be right in his back.
There it is. It's going to do so much damage. Deputy Betts
in the
patrol.
butt.
AKM. And
does he think they're behind them? I don't know. Deputy, has he not? What?
He might have just seen him and thought, yeah, he's peeking. Look at that. Come on. He's just waiting for Exogen to help him out. Push him, my friend. It's an easy kill for you. Bang, bang, bang. Missing his bullets. Come on. Find the target. Find the target.
What? They nearly whiffed it. They nearly whiffed it. I don't really know how because he was lying prone with his butt exposed for a long time there. Obviously easy for us to say, but...
Well. And again, just that side of the road, that one ridge there, if the initial teams would have kind of pushed up to that and sat it down, maybe, just maybe, Drax wouldn't have been allowed to stay there. They could have killed him and they could have took position on there because staying there, kind of anchoring down on that bunker, I want to call it a bunker, that's kind of what it is, so to speak. A dugout, a trench even is a better word for it. Just sitting on that trench side of the road, it's got his team up into second place, and they've only got 3 kills between them. That's going to be an extra 30 points on top of the points they get from coming second, which of course is 225. But 10 kills from the guys at the top. Shrimsy, Exogen, Tactics, and Deputy Betts.
Yeah, and Trek, who were obviously number 1 before that, get themselves second place as well. So very big point score. Probably the highest point score we've seen, I think, so far today. If they're going to throw another second place along with their 700 points they had coming into this one. However, only 3 kills for them this time around, not the 27 kills. It does make a total of 30 kills across the 3 rounds there. That's pretty damn impressive work. Totality, obviously, we're second in total. Looks like they came 7th in this game. I'm just trying to find the team name of the guys that won it, actually, to give them a bit of credit. But it's sometimes the case that they don't use... Okay, it's Pistol Princesses.
Well, good work from them. Again, 3rd place, only 1 kill, but Smastron staying alive, just hanging back on that tree. Didn't manage to get any kills or any extra points. It'd have been 10 points per kill that he did manage. If he did take anyone down, he got a knockdown, but still, getting yourself into 3rd place when all the rest of your team's dead. Good work from him, 4th, 5th, 6th. As he works his way down, just looking at all the differentials of the points, it's 3rd place, 190, 4th place, 165, 5th place, 145, 130, 115, 100, 9, 10, that's going to be 85 and 70. All those different points for our top 10 teams.
So, quality stuff from the first 3 rounds. Next round will be beginning, I believe, in an hour's time. I may be wrong. It's either in 20 minutes' time or an hour and 20 minutes' time. I don't know. I just don't know. I was expecting it to start at 8 o'clock and it started at 9 o'clock. So, honestly, Rich, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. But guys, you guys watching, it's either going to be an hour or it's either going to be 20 minutes. We don't know, so we can't tell you any different. We'll see you whenever it is.